On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves. That of flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game. So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pants full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat.
It is Monday. What is going on, legends? What? What is going on, man? Everybody coming out on Monday. We got some beautiful, pumpy candles. My God, what's going on? Let's say hello to the chat. You know, normally I got the coffee, but we got some jasmine tea, okay? We're feeling a little bit spiritual today because Bitcoin's flying. Bitcoin's flying. What's going on? So let's jump into the chat. What's going on? Happy Monday, man. Happy Monday. Crypto Billy, what's going on? Crypto Pollo, the Bitcoin chicken, Billy. I'm pretty sure there's something called Billy Goat Tales that goes on tomorrow. We'll have to let our audience know about the Billy Goat Tales. If you're not checking out Billy Goat Tales, then we're gonna have to have a chat. Okay? What's going on? 12 Big Dow. The alts are already starting to bleed. We'll have to take a look at that. Retro Mike coming through, blessing us with the $5 super chat. Much love to you, Retro Mike. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Steve H. Cheers, slapping that like at work, listening in the background. Best I can. What's going on, Steve H? Much love to you, Brewberry. We got David Brumbelow, the man with the coolest name. I mean Brumbelow. It's just Brumbelow. It's like you could be Italian even. You could be a Brumbelow, you know? I love it, man. D. Jetty from the blockchain. Much love to you, man. My spiritual man who's otter-like swimming power. He likes the otter-like swimming power. We'll go over those superpowers just shortly, okay? What's going on, Jeanette? Good to see you. With the pink hands, always waving hello. Hello to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, you guys are out here, man. You guys are out here. Tradefly, my twin. Much love to you. Much love to you. How you doing? Mark Dutch and Wayne C. Wayne C, I think, you know, he's been having too many sandwiches. This price is pumping. And Mark is here too. Mark Dutch, we got to get you we're going to make you an emoji. I think it's going to be a wooden shoe, something Dutch. You can't make tall emojis. You know, the the tallest people in the world are Dutch, I think. I think that's a fact. You guys can let me know in the chat if the tallest people are Dutch. Maybe you guys can Google that for me. However, there's 16 of you in here and only 7 likes. So let's get that up. However, we also have this guy who's warning us. He's warning us, guys. Please watch out for crypto. I'm wearing the good old Canadian tuxedo for you guys today. I thought I'd go all lumberjack because you ain't gonna cut down this tree, bud. All right. But we'll get him some wooden Dutch shoes. Maybe we'll throw up some wooden shoes in the chat. Yeah, that's gonna be good. But hucksters, fraudsters, scamsters, all those good things. Well, guess what, Mr. Gary, please be careful when you invest in crypto because it might go to the moon and destroy your American dollar. Your dollar, okay? Dollar, okay? So massive move today, my friends. Massive move today. And if you missed the move, you could have been like me. And you could have scalped the range, okay? So I was scalping today. The trend is your friend whenever you're in a scalp. So I took 3 longs today and I made a nice profit. Alexandra G's in the chat. What's going on, man? What's going on? Good to see you. What a great name you got. What a great name. So we got Gary here. However, we got to shill our friend Billy because, this is a giver's gain channel. This channel is about honesty, transparency, traders helping traders, all that good stuff. So come and join us tomorrow. Emotional intelligence. Now, if you want to hear about emotional intelligence, or do you think you lack emotional intelligence, well, maybe you can get some experience from the people on Billy Goat Tales and draw from that experience and apply it to your life. This isn't a paid advertisement. This is because Billy is a great friend of the channel. We're always here supporting our friends, man. We're always here supporting our friends. If you need any help, join us in the free Discord. Link is in the description below. Everything's free here. We're just trying to help you guys be profitable. We had a nice profitable day today. I hope you guys did too. But we gotta be very patient in such an environment like this, okay? A very, very, very crazy environment. And what's looming? What's looming, guys? It's this ETF, Look at this. You're a little bit late, Bitcoin Magazine. We're at 47,000 now. Okay, you're a little bit late. But Van Eck bought some beautiful, beautiful Bitcoin today, and this guy's super green down here. I didn't even know this guy was going to pop up, but he's bullish AF. So we got lots of things going on in the crypto world right now. But how can we prepare for this stuff, right? Like, it's all good and well to say buy the dips, right? And then you go to the 1 hour and you look at this price action that we've gotten recently, and how do you get emotional intelligence when you're trying to buy the dip? Let's say you bought this dip and then you get wicked out here, right? Let's say you bought this run up here and then you get wicked out here at your stop loss, right? So how do you protect yourself? Maybe you longed it here thinking you're going to get this pump here over here, right? So how do we protect ourselves? How do we pay ourselves early? How can we trade these things is something I always try to answer. Now, I didn't give any trade signals or ideas today because this morning I had to take Mrs. Otter, friends and family, it's an honor and a privilege to have this job where, I can take the morning where I was able to take Mrs. Otter and she got her health card. So she's becoming a Canadian citizen. She is British. So this is pretty exciting news for us as a family. So, sometimes it's very beautiful to have a job where I can set my own schedule and all those good things. Dave Digital in the chat. My God, you're a little late, but we'll forgive you, okay? Where's your hall pass? I want to see the hall pass. Your note from home. And Hayden Kidler, what's going on? Boom, boom, my friend. Hope you're doing well, man. He says NVIDIA's pumping. That's pretty cool. So how do we trade this? And how did we trade this? Well, for me, if you go over to the Discord, I shared this here, but I don't share these setups, but I scalped the range here. I had a nice profit today of about 400 USDT, just scalping the longs when I got home. So I had a nice little quick trading session with a bunch of little bit of scalps all day long here, just trying to work it. However, I saw Farmer in our Discord with a beautiful trade setup, and lots of people have been killing it today, okay? It's a very bullish environment, and it's good to see. However, how can we prepare now? Now, if you're following this channel, I talked to you guys about this trend-based fib extension tool, okay? This trend-based fib extension tool and how you can pull it from swing high to swing low to swing to swing low to swing high to swing low, and then you can get extensions upwards, okay? And this is just a rough case. However, I have used this to get levels before, okay? And I said the 3.618 is going to be very important. I said this last week, okay? And I mean, the proof's in the pudding, right? The proof's in the pudding. It's not for me to be like, okay, guys, you should listen, but you mark off these key levels, and in such a bullish environment, you're not necessarily looking to short this because the momentum is absolutely parabolic. However, it came perfectly up to these levels, and we look for these levels for stops where we can see consolidation and possible continuation, or a drop back down to fill up all these fair value gaps below us. Okay, so we need to definitely keep our eyes peeled and prepare for this as best as we can, and it's not easy. Okay, now put a 1 in the chat if you guys bought some altcoins and Bitcoin or whatever this weekend. Okay, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you purchased some cryptocurrency this weekend, because I definitely did. I went shopping, my friends. Okay, I went shopping, and I share this openly, right? I share this openly with you guys on my TA thing, where whenever I buy, and I went shopping, I bought 20k BTC, 10k Render, 10k ADA, 10k MATA, 10k 50k ETH, and 10k Solana. Call me crazy. Long-term holds to the end of 2024. So I dropped a big wad of money. Okay, I said, Mrs. Otter, we're gonna drop some more money on this stuff. Okay, so we definitely went shopping this weekend. Okay, and guess what? After we went shopping, the market dipped even more. Now, we went shopping like here, I think. We went shopping around 44,000, and then it dropped down to 43,000. We're like, uh-oh. Are we going to have to... Is it going to go to zero? Is it going to go... Alex, how's your Michael Saylor impersonation? It's not good, okay? It's not good. However, like I said, it's a long-term hold. I'm planning for, end of 2024, beginning first quarter of 2025. Always have a plan, okay? Always have a plan for when you're trading and what you're looking to accumulate. So what gave us the idea of this trade this morning? So let's go into the 15-minute, and we can see. Let's start the day off well, okay? So let's start the day off around. What time do you guys get up? Be honest with me. Let me know in the chat, what time do you guys get up? I get up around 6:30, 7 o'clock, okay? So I'm going to put it at 6:15. Initially, we get the first move up. Boom. Tells us kind of the story of the day. We're getting some bullish momentum to the upside, okay? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now we're waiting in this area here. So what is this area? This is a bull flag, right? So it's very simple. You draw your flag. You wait for the breakout/retest, and you trade that to the upside. Or you could even draw it flat with a bullish triangle like this. So this is kind of your idea for the day right here. Now you can go into the nitty gritty, which I like to do. I like to go into the 7-minute, and then I look at it this way. So you can pull the top here, and you can look for the breakout trade here, where the price is consolidating, and then you see it's very hard. Now, emotional intelligence says that, scam wicks are very present recently, okay? Look at this. We got a Darth Maul candle right here. This guy's got his lightsaber out trying to fight with us, right? Grabbing the shorts, grabbing the longs. However, what's the story? The story is we are in a long upwards flag, right? Which is typically breaks to the upside. So we are looking to hold the support on the way up, and we're looking to get the lows. So for me, I'll draw a box down here, and I'll be looking for those trades. However, I was in with Mrs. Otter getting her beautiful health card, because Canada, we have free healthcare, but it's not free, okay? It's not free at all. It's quite expensive sometimes. But this was the trade setup for us to look. Okay, the morning opens. We get the push up through the morning, gets everybody bullish, okay? Then it wicks down, crushes everybody's hearts, whoever traded this breakout here. Now it consolidates and thinks we're going to get a nothing burger with a little bit of scam wickety wicky, and then all of a sudden it breaks out. So you get the parabolic move, you cool off, and you get another parabolic move. So this wasn't easy to trade, but it was tradable. I took all my trades right here, okay? That's how I made my $400 today. So depending on how you trade and what you trade, you can be prepared. So for me, whenever there's a big move, there's always 3 moves. I always look for 3 moves. I look for for the initial move, which is basically a crawling up section right here, right? I look for the consolidation breakout, which is right here, right? And then I look for the consolidation possibly flag, but cooling off. And what tells me this kind of move is volume, okay? So volume, I kept saying volume's cooling off now, looking to trade. So what can you see here? I'll go into the 5 minutes so it's more apparent. So you can see scam wickety wick, right? So the move starts here. Volume, then it starts cooling off, okay? So you can see the decline in volume, and that's the tall tail. It's right here. You get the big push up, and now the volume has declined. So you don't see continuation in the volume, which tells me we're going to consolidate, right? So the first trade I had was when it pushed up here, came back down to this key level that I had marked out, took it to the top. This one came down here, grabbed the next one, took it to the top. Took another one here, which was a little bit more risky, was trying to trade a breakout, but I was able to identify that with volume. And you can see now the volume has cooled down a little bit, but it's the tall tail, right? You get the massive push up, we break out, we retest, right? We break out, we retest, and then we continue upwards. And you can see this. Let's go to the nitty gritty 1 minute where you can see that you broke out and you never came back in here. Okay. So one of these would have to be your signal, which is hard to catch, but we managed to take those trades. And then we managed to grab a couple of these for quick scalps. Okay. So there's very, very 3-move strategy. I use it on Tinder as well. Oh my God. Tessa, welcome to the Otter Gang Club, man. So glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. These guys are all full of humor. So you know, sometimes we go over some pretty degenerate coins, but most of the time we try to help each other and we try to grow as a community. So that's kind of the tall tale of what has happened on Bitcoin. Now, the biggest thing I was stressing on Friday was the 3-day. Okay, I said, guys, keep your eyes peeled, and in the next couple of days, the 3-day is going to print some sort of idea on market cipher. So we can get this off of our charts, and we'll do a top-down analysis of Bitcoin and how we've exploded today to the upside, which is absolutely incredible. Okay, so the 3-day we'll go over the weekly close and the 3-day, but the 3-day is what I really want to talk about here, how it can front run the ideas that we were talking about earlier. Okay, so we'll get rid of the volume, we'll zoom in here, and we'll first analyze this weekly. And we said with the weekly, as long as it's closing above these candle closes here, I expect it to be bullish. So you see the horizontal here, right? You see these previous opens and closes here, right? So I said if we could get a confirmed close above here, that to me would be bullish, and we got it. Okay, so that was the first thing I said, is if we close above these two candles here, right? You can see that we closed here at 43,936. Okay, so right there we closed above here, whereas these ones, they only closed around and you can see these up top here, right? You can see your open and close on all your candles up here. Open, high, low, close. And unless you're not aware of that, open, high, low, close. So you just hover above the candle. It'll tell you exactly when it opened, when the high was, when the low was, and the close of it. Okay, so that's candle information, that indication up here. If you didn't know that, that's just up top here. So you can see that we closed above here, which to me was bullish. Okay, so that was the idea with the weekly close. If we pushed up above these ones, we are going to look for continuation. We got that beautiful continuation. Then we go over to the 3-day. Now the 3-day was the indication of continuation to the upside. Okay, and why was that? So we go back here and we can see here that we were right here. Okay, we were right here waiting. Okay, we had the green dot, we had the VWAP crossover, we had money flow curving back up to the top side, and we had upwards posturing on the stochastics. Okay, so we had the 1, 2, 3, 4. The quadfecta. We had the quadfecta of signals on market cipher. Okay, this is the good stuff. Okay, so we're definitely looking for the good stuff. If we can get confluence on massive things, so the weekly candle close, the 3-day confluence of all of these quadfectas pointing all in the right direction together, it's a beautiful recipe. You know, this is when you get known as sauce. You know, the good stuff, right? You go over to Frankie Candles. You get some good sauce too, man. Make sure to go and check that guy out. I love that guy, man. 545, I believe. 545. However, so we were looking at that for this move, and I mean, guys, come on, look at this thing, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And we got the ETF coming out, man. Darren does things in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you. French Toaster as well, man. Good to see you too, the brave little toaster, man. Love that guy. Love that guy. You guys are killing it. So as we flip through here, we can see more bullish signs, okay? And they weren't as prominent as the 3-day, but we look at the daily here, we can see that we weren't crossing over on the 0 line here on the VWAP, so that's bullish as well, that the 0 line was holding here. Okay, the money flow remains flat, and we kind of had downward posturing here initially on these two candles, so there wasn't a lot of signs on the daily, except that we were talking about this as well. Back here, we were talking about this beautiful trigger wave, okay? We haven't had a trigger wave on the daily since back here, okay? And what happened? We blasted off, right? All the way up here, right? So these downward daily trigger waves have smashed to the upside, okay? So it tells us to front run possibly these areas and look for, you know, we traded up top here. This is bullish continuation up top here, right? We never dipped down into the 0 line, okay? And then we get the beautiful trigger wave, and then, I mean, it took a while. It did take a while, but it didn't cross over the 0 line on the VWAP, and then you got blast off, okay? So typical signals, but it's where to look, right? You build confluence with the long-term time frames, and then you work down into your shorter-term time frames, and then you trade with the trend with the idea of knowing that you're getting a bullish signal or a bearish signal, right? So that's what we were looking for, definitely with this opening of this weekend, like Sunday close and Monday morning, okay? Now, I want to break some ideas down for you, but the only thing really, I say the only thing really, is that we're expecting, everybody's saying ETF approval Wednesday, okay? And for me, it's a time of volatility. It's time to protect yourself. I think it's going to be a pump and a possible retrace and then continuation. I don't know. I don't want to predict anything really, but I'm thinking a pump and dump. However, you can never know. But we do know on Thursday, if we get it approved Wednesday, then we got core inflation and inflation rate. So this whole week's going to be absolutely crazy, right? It's going to be absolutely crazy, right? So this is how we prepare, right? We first prepare with risk management, okay? That's the number one thing is have a plan with your trades, have a plan with your DCAs, have a plan for dealing with this guy, okay? Because sometimes, this guy will just say, come on, cut that out, right? I mean, I used to believe this when I taught school, but now I got people lining my pockets, man. I got things to tell you, okay? So he makes this statement, and it's basically the juste of it is he's saying, be careful, guys. It's volatile, and you can lose everything if you go into crypto. And you can look at the tweet. It's online. I mean, go and check it out. However, this is for the general, like, we're on the charts every single day. We're part of the communities, right? I mean, go to Sin City Crypto. Go over to Investment Bros. Go over to Lunar Beaches Crypto. Come on, Billy Goat Tails. Go on Frankie Candles. Go on Traders Reality. I mean, there's so many guys bringing you guys alpha, and we as a community, as a crypto community, we're very, very prepared for the volatility. And if you're not prepared for the volatility, well, just go back and use the rewind button, okay? And by doing that, you can prepare yourself for the volatility, right? I mean, just go down to the 3-minute chart and look at the day we had today, okay? Look at the day we had today. Absolutely insanity, right? Absolute insanity. But why are we here? Because we believe in it? Absolutely. Because we love the volatility? Absolutely. Because we want to make life-changing wealth for our families and hopefully get out of this inflation scam, right? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. You want some volatility? Here's your volatility. Okay? Here's your volatility. So my thing is like is protect yourself, right? Like for me, I took 3 trades today and they were quick scalps on 80x leverage, okay? What did I do when I entered the trade? The first thing is I knew where I was wrong, put in a stop loss. The first thing I did, right? Second thing, I trade with the trend. I like to trade with the trend. That is very much, unless it's a perfect bearish divergence, A+ trade, I trade with the trend. Or bullish divergence. I trade with the trend. It has to be an A+ trade for a trend reversal. Okay? Second of all, or third of all, why do I dress like a lumberjack? Because in Canada we get a discount on plaid. There's a discount at all stores. You don't have to pay tax when you buy plaid in Canada. I wish I had an answer for you. But having a plan, making sure to pay yourselves early. If you think you're wrong, get out, right? How many of you have taken okay, you've had a stop loss, but you've taken profits on your loss. So instead of losing $200, you got out at $100 because you knew you were wrong. You can see the market switching, right? Because I know a lot of you guys have taken money too early, right? I know a lot of us have no problem. You're in a long right here. You have no problem taking profits here rather than letting the trade run up to here. I know a lot of you do because I do. I know you guys do because I do, right? So I have no problem taking profits here rather than letting the full trade run out and taking profits somewhere up at the top here and maximizing my profit, right? So why isn't it that you guys can't minimize your losses, right? Think about it that way too, right? It's all trading psychology, emotional intelligence, which Billy's Goat Tails is gonna, I'm full of this show tonight, which Billy Goat Tails is gonna be talking about, man. I can't wait for some emotional intelligence, man. Melissa, what's going on? I mean, the Otter Gang Queen, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting this channel. So much fun. And we get through it. We get through it together, okay? So now what are my concerns, okay? My concerns are is this big, huge orange candle to the upside is that we're going to get a cool off, okay? Typically, we like to see things revisit the breakout area where it comes back down, revisits, and then continues upwards. But we're in a very bullish environment right now. We're in a very bullish environment. We got some trend lines that we were looking at. So let's look at those trend lines, okay? So we're looking for the breakout up here. We have this one continuing upwards. Right now, what's above us? Not a heck of a lot, okay? Not a heck of a lot for trend lines wise. So we look for support and resistance. Price is going to be hitting some sort of resistance. Now, when we go over to the weekly and we look at this objectively, okay, where is the biggest level of resistance? Where would you guys say? Let me know in the chat. Is it 50K? Is it 48K? To me, the biggest level of resistance, I would say, is right here. This looks like the most consolidation is right here. Around $58,000. $58,000 is definitely like the big one, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion. However, if we pull a fib from the swing high to the swing low, are we going to get up to that golden pocket and get rejected for our 30% correction back down so that we can buy some more coins, guys? So we can buy some more coins? I think so. Now, they say there is always a 30% correction. However, this could be a different environment. This could be a different environment upcoming our way. So, like I said, we need to protect ourselves before we wreck ourselves. So make sure to use good risk management and all those things along the way. Now, we do have some levels for you guys, okay? Whew, look at all those levels, man. How'd you get all these lines on your chart, man? You're ridiculous, Alex O Crypto. I know, because I'm always prepared. I'm always prepared for you guys. I always want to have you those beautiful, sexy levels, okay? The three... Whew. This level is banging, man. 47,300. Okay, so we had this marked out. We look for the level below it to hold as support, okay? That's at 46,715. So add that 46,715 level, and let's see if we can hold it as Bitcoin surges, okay? If not, we look to come back and retest the highs, okay? What are the highs? These previous highs here. We look to come back and then continue, okay? Come back and continue. What are the highs? We'll just draw horizontal, guys, but it's at 46,000, okay? So we can look to retest this 46,000 area as well. So let's make sure we're planned, right? We have a plan. Remember what I always talk about. The buns, we have the buns, and then the salami sandwich, okay? Wayne C likes a salami sandwich or whatever you like, a hamburger. We don't want to trade in the middle of the range, okay? We want to trade the buns. We like buns, so we want to trade the buns, okay? So we're looking for retests of these areas now that we've had such an aggressive move to the upside, where we can look to grab longs or potential shorts. In an environment like this, I'm very cautious with the shorts. Okay, I'm very cautious with the shorts. I'm trying to read the chat and think at the same time. Got to run to a meeting. Have a great afternoon, Mike. Thank you so much, Mike. Mike, thank you for the super chat, man. I greatly appreciate the super chat. We're a new channel. I mean, everything helps, man. I greatly appreciate you for all your support and coming in and checking on the Otter Gang. All I see is beavers in the chat and otters in the chat. You guys are great, man. Melissa's saying, let's go. Billy's saying, oh, don't mind Mark. This is the only place he can let his hair down without getting timed out for me. Mark's going to get timed out again. That's all right. That's all right. Mark and Streamlabs bot have a little bit of beef going on here. So we're very, I enjoy it. It's entertaining to me. It's entertaining to me. Okay. So we're looking at price discovery right now. Now, I got some levels above us as well. If you would like those, here they are. Make sure to add them to your charts. And these are always support and resistance and volume areas and Fibonacci extension areas that we look for a reaction on price. And then we got the big daddy one way up here. The red ones are more significant, in my opinion, than the other ones. But for me, if we do get this ETF news Wednesday, I am looking for us to come up to around 50,000 within this zone here. That's where I'm looking. This is my target, okay? Target, hold me to it. We are looking for 50,200 to 51,200. This is my $1,000 area that we are targeting for this pump, okay? And that, my friends, from where we are now, is a little 10% move. It's not even that bad, guys. Come on. Come on. And then we could just come back down another 10%. Guys, don't be mistaken. It could just do one of these. Okay? Could just hang out here and come back to where we are right now. Okay? So, protect yourselves. Okay? I keep stressing that, but like, I mean, I've been a victim of not using a stop loss. I've been liquidated before in the past. And you know what? This is a long-term game. This is a game where we're looking to accumulate and add to our account over time, right? And if we're blowing up accounts, we're not obviously using good risk management, and we need to reassess and take this seriously, right? Do you want to build wealth and happiness and joy for yourself and free up yourself with some money? Because money is a tool, and money does buy time, okay? Money buys time, and there's nothing more precious than having time with your loved ones and your friends and the people you care about, or being able to take that trip, or being able to go and help that neighbor, or being able to go and say, hey, man, don't worry about that. I got you for this one, right? So take it seriously, because we like to have fun and we like to make the jokes and all that stuff, but we want to grow together, right? We want to grow together. Okay, so make sure to add those levels to your charts so that you guys are prepared, okay? I see some sort of trend line here. I don't know if this is a trend line. What do you guys think? Okay. I don't know. Probably a channel. Discovery channel. We'll have to wait and see if we get a retest there. I'm going to add that one to the bank just in case. Just in case. I'm not going to trade it, but just in case. You always got to be ready for anything, okay? Ready for anything is the key. Okay, so guys, if you wouldn't mind throwing some altcoins, we'll go and look at your altcoins, see what you guys have been buying, see what we're all looking at. But we're here, baby. We're here. We're here and we're ready to go. Okay? We're here and we're ready to go. Look at that. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. We got the otter. Man, we got rate cuts and a Bitcoin halving coming, and we're already at 47,000 today. This is absolutely incredible. This is absolutely incredible. You're not a trader if you have not been liquidated at some point. It is the hard lesson that teach us the most. Absolutely. 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 The key is to take the losses as education. Take the losses and let them teach you what you did wrong. Reassess. Get yourself a dang journal, man. Get yourself a journal. This is just some notes. You just get yourself a new journal. Write some things down. Alex FOMO'd in. Alex didn't use good risk management on this play. He just bought because he thought it was a good idea. Okay, have a playbook, have an idea, okay, before you go in. Have a plan. And then once you've tried to execute that plan, see where you went wrong. Absolutely. So we got Sol and ADA. I see Sol and ADA, so we'll go over ADA. I got INJ. I want to look at INJ because INJ is flying. ICP is flying. We'll look at that. Sol, ADA. Okay, let's go Sol, ADA, INJ, ICP. Okay, Sol, please. I see Sol, please. Okay. Well, your soul is mine. What was that guy in Mortal Kombat? Your soul is mine. Shao Kahn or something? Anyways. Whew. Sol. Okay, so I bought some Sol on the weekend down here. I bought 10K of Sol down here. Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Sol's in an aggressive downtrend. However, we have the aggressive uptrend. Okay, so you got to draw this. This trend line on Sol is banging, baby. This is banging. Okay, look at this. Okay, so it's held. Sol has held, and now we are in this falling wedge, you could say. However, let's look at market cipher as well. Okay, so, oops. So we have a key area that we are falling down from, but we are trying to get above. Okay, so this box to me is where we need to get above and to get back into bullish continuation. Okay, so I would like to see us get above here, which is exactly, guys, right around, who would have thought, that $100 mark. Okay, so you can see we have previous resistance here, and then we fell through this area, came down to this key level, and I thought, I was even talking about this to Dave Digital, that this was going to be our area that was going to hold. And this is where I bought around $91.50. And then we fell through that. Okay, so that's all right. That's all right. Little V-shaped recovery you can see very simply here. So that V-shaped recovery has pushed us past these previous lows. So that's important to see, is that Sol has gotten above this area here, which to me is a break in structure. Okay, so we've broken structure here and we look for the continuation upwards, right? So we can look for the retrace back down to this level. However, it's nice to see that we've gotten above this area here that was actually a key level of resistance. Okay, we only fell down here for a short time. We've recovered, and now we look to get above the $100 mark. Now, if you want to draw it, you can, but I would like to draw a trend line downwards from the top somewhere where I can look that we've broken out, but it looks to me as though we've already done so. So you can draw this one here. We've broken out of that. You could look for the retest of this downwards trend line. So if we do, remember, we just got a pump, and we got the ETF Wednesday. So tomorrow, we just got a pump today. What does that say for tomorrow? We're going to get a dump, okay? That's just contrarian point of view, right? We look for continuation. Tuesdays are statistically, thanks to Aaron Crown, pump days, okay, statistically. However, we got a massive pump today. We could look for the retrace back down to this 91.50 area that we know is key level of support that we need to retrace back to in order to continue upwards. We can go into the 30-minute. We can pull the fibs from the swing low to the swing high. Let's see if it matches up with the golden pocket. Oh, Isn't that beautiful? And then you get a trade idea. Okay, so you know where your key level of support is. You know it matches up with a golden pocket. You know to protect yourself under the 786, and you're targeting all the way back up, right? Like this is beautiful. When we get such a massive sell-off, if you've got enough oomph in the trunk to wait for this pullback, you can look for us coming back down to this area, right? And you can build that idea. Or, right? Or you could build the idea of the 382. So the 382 is bullish continuation. Okay, so the 382 would be a retest of this previous high here. So you draw the box at the 382. You look for a price to come back to this area. Okay, when price comes back to this area, that's when you're looking for a long as well. Okay, so remember, the trend is your friend until the end. So we are in a downtrend. We've broken out of that downtrend. We're looking for continuation to the upside and getting above this $99 area. So you can see the down, right? We've broken out. We look for the retest and then the continuation upwards and on our merry way, okay? And that's in the bullish idea, okay? In the bearish idea, right now, you can pull swing high to swing low from this previous high to previous low, and you can see that we've tapped off the golden pocket perfectly, which is a perfect retrace zone, right? So we've tapped off this golden pocket. That's quite nice, and you can look for continuation downwards. Now, if you're going to continue downwards, you're going to break through and put in another low, okay? But right now, with this massive pump, I would say that Solana's looking quite bullish. So you're looking for a retrace either to the 382 around $95, or you're looking for a retest of this downwards trend line around, I'd say, 92.50. Okay, so somewhere around that general area is where you look for continuation on Solana. I did buy Sol. Yes, I did, Toaster. I bought 10K Sol on the weekend. I'm a Solana holder now. Look at that. I bought 50K Ethereum. Okay, so I'm more of an ETH bull than a Solana bull, but you know what? I added it to the portfolio. How could you miss out on this thing, man? How can you miss out on this, man? You can't. You can't, right? You got to participate. You can't just talk trash and then not participate, okay? Put your money where your mouth is, Alex O'Crypto. So I did. Okay, now we're going to ADA. ADA, subtracta, multiplicationa, divisiona, whatever you want to call me. I'm super bullish on ADA. I believe this was, I was saying to you guys, 50 cents, man, buy ADA. Not financial advice. Never is financial advice, but I did. Okay, I did. So ADA, 50 cents, very, very beautiful price for ADA, in my opinion. Hey, could we come lower? Absolutely. Absolutely. We could come retest this 40 cents, right? We could come retest this 40 cents. Anything's possible, guys. Anything's possible. Long-term bull on ADA. I think we get to $6 on ADA. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I think we get to $6 on ADA. That's just a kind of, that's a guesstimate. That's a guesstimate. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys make guesstimates? Okay. I got some long-term games for ADA. So if we go over to the weekly, Crypto Billy, Otter Gang University shirts incoming. OGU. That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, why not? The OGs, man. The OGs, man. We all got to represent Otter Gang. We got $7 in the chat. God bless you, Crypto Billy, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this community, man. Givers gain. Guys, if you're not following Crypto Billy on Twitter, you're making a mistake, guys. You're making a mistake. God bless you, Billy, man. I love you, man. Thank you so much for supporting us here. We try our best to always bring you the alpha. If you just pull a fib, pull a fib and you look at the extension, it's saying $5 ADA, okay? $5 ADA. If you just pull that fib. So for me, are you really gonna complain if you got in at 55 cents or 50 cents or 40 cents? I bought a bag of ADA at 25 cents, okay? Congratulations to me. Who cares? If we're going up here, guys, whoop-de-doo. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Billy, for supporting this channel, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. So ADA, right now, let's go into the nitty gritty. If you're looking to trade ADA, well, it's a different story, okay? We got the big sell-off, okay? The big downward sell-off that we can see here. We draw our beautiful momentum to the downside. We've broken out of that momentum, gotten above this area here. Now, how do we know what's the key level? Because ADA, if you don't know, ADA moves and then sideways, okay? Then coils up and then boom, shoots off again, okay? If you look for an example, look no further than before, okay? Consolidation, sideways, then the massive push to the upside, okay? So for me, I'm going to pull a volume profile just for this area up here. I'm going to look for where our price is looking to come back and enter, okay? So that's going to give me this key level here. So when I'm looking at this volume profile, this fixed range volume profile, I'm looking at the big chunk, okay? I'm looking at the chunk as shelves. So there's a shelf here, there's a shelf here, right? I'm not necessarily looking at, the value area high and the point of control are important, but I'm looking for the entries to the shelf. So this is the shelf here. I'm going to put a horizontal here, and I would love to see price get back above here. This is 58 cents, 59 cents, okay? Round it up. 59 cents is going to be your key level to getting above. However, you can see there is a shelf up here to getting back into this range. So this shelf here, you put a horizontal here as well, and you look for first for it to get above 55 cents and hold this as support, okay? So you can see it's gotten above this consolidation here. You would like to see it's gotten above here, which is great. You can look for a retrace and then a continuation upwards. So with ADA, I would go into the nitty gritty here, knowing that 55.50 is going to be my target, knowing that we've broken out of this consolidation sideways here. So your support would be here. Okay. So if we lose this support here, we're coming further down. Okay. So we've pushed out. If we lose this support, we're coming further down and we can look for continuation. Or if we hold this support, we can look for a long and look to blast through this 55-cent area, which will be our first initial area of resistance. Once we blast through that, then we're looking to get up to that very important level that we just identified around 59 cents. That will be the biggie, right? So getting above 55 cents, then maybe a little bit of chop because ADA loves a chop, and then continuation and trying to get back in this range and continue its way upwards, okay? Nice move down for a little bit of an accumulation. Remember, change the mindset. When we get dumped on, it's a sale, man. It's a sale. If you believe in this long term, this is a sale. Okay? This is a sale. Right? Let's change our mindset. Oh my God, my bags are going down. Well, your bags can go back up if you believe in it. Why would you worry, right? Why would you worry? It's changing that narrative and the mindset to help you be profitable long term, okay? You're trying to prosper long term. As a trader, I'm looking at support and resistance, where we're looking to get above, and how we're looking to trade this thing on the upwards new trend that we got right now, right? So massive move from ADA today. Great job, ADA. V-shaped recovery coming up. Hold this, push up, and continue your way upwards. Let's go, Charles. Let's go, Charles. Pump them bags. Tessa says, Alex O Crypto would love to see your TA about ORDI or AGIX. Absolutely. Jonathan Schaefer in the chat. We're going to zero. Okay. Okay. We're going to AGIX. Because that's the way we like it. Let's go. 4-hour AGIX. We have some levels here from previous TA. We lost these levels. Whew. Look at that. So it's going to be a very similar story. We lost these levels. We dropped down. V-shaped recovery. Coming back up here. Key level of support that has held right here. We can see, okay, so this 27-cent area has held. And we did drop down. We had our red line in the sand here, which was our key level. If we lost this, we were looking to come back down within this consolidation here. Now, you can see the shelf, right? We were talking about the shelf. So you can see right here, we had the shelf. The shelf held Okay, so we bounced down, but we came back up. Okay, so we bounced down, but we came back up and held on the shelf. Now we can see where our next level is for us to get above. We have little to no volume in here, so we could consolidate a bit sideways, put in some volume within this area. However, we're looking to get above this key level right here around 29 cents. Okay, so knowing where you want price to get above is very important when looking to trade. Okay, so you build that sandwich that we talk about where you got your big bun down here, your big bun up here, and this is your meat and potatoes within your beautiful meat and potato sandwich. Okay, I just moved Caspa up my charts by accident, sorry, where you're looking to trade this. So get rid of the box, know our area. For me, you want to see this initially, you want to see it get above this high. So you want to see it hasn't broken the structure yet. I could look for it to get above here and then hold this as support and then continue upwards. Your main one, like we said, is that 26 cents, okay? You can look at this area too, around 27 cents, but your main one is 26 cents, like I said. Then you want to see it get above this 29 cents, okay? So 29 cents, I wouldn't round it up, 29.5, let's say 29.5, okay? So you want to see it get above there. However, we've gotten that V-shaped recovery, looking to hold here and continue its way upwards. Typically, after such an aggressive move upwards, this is, 17%. This is massive, right? You want to look for a continuation of higher lows in this circumstance. So you've dropped. Now you've put in hopefully a higher high. You're going to typically expect a drop and then continuation. And to get above this 29.5 area is going to be your key in order to continue your bullish momentum to the upside. Now, AGIX, I'm pretty sure this is a AI coin like Render. I'm not sure exactly how it works. However, the AI and the GameFi narrative are very bullish. So to have a little bit of a cool off and, like I said, an opportunity to DCA into projects you believe in is always nice. You can see we had this beautiful upwards trend. Cancel that out. Look for it to make a new trend to the upside where you can look to hopefully get some better price action here. But you want to see it definitely hold this 26 cent area in the short term. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. D. Jenny from the blockchain Otter Gang Bowl. Let's take our crypto winnings and sponsor a bowl game next year. That would be pretty cool. I mean, a bowl game in Canada is probably a marijuana stock or something. We don't have a bowl game, but we have hockey. Okay. We're going to go and look at INJ. INJ is back up to the moon. We were looking at INJ for a trade. I believe it was, let's go and check the Discord. See, it's good to have all of your ideas documented. Okay, we were looking for a render trade. That didn't play out fully, but it did eventually bounce. INJ. Did we have an INJ trade? I thought I had an INJ trade. No, we did not have an INJ trade. Okay, see? It's always good to have the facts straight. INJ has pumped, okay, guys? Massive move. You can see support from the simple, okay, very pathetic looking trend line extended out. Look, it's held, okay? So support and resistance is great. You're coming back. You're almost in price discovery yet again. So INJ moving to the moon. Hopefully we can see a continuation to the upside and break these highs, okay? So keep your eyes out for INJ. The way I would look to trade this is, it would have been nice to grab that low, but you can see we have this red line here around $40. $40 is going to be a retest line for a continuation to the upside. So you look for the pullback, the continuation upwards, but a massive move for INJ recently today. Okay, so that's awesome. It's good to see a lot of these things have moved, and definitely they're making a great move to the upside following the Bitcoin price back action. Tessa says, I really appreciate it, and I like how you explained it. Thanks. No problem, Tessa. Can't wait to have you back. I appreciate you being here and supporting the channel. We always try to accommodate new questions. Jonathan Schaefer says, can I get public poll going? Who in here has the mindset that the ETF will be FOMO'd into right away, i.e., price will move up massively right away. Massively. Now, let's get a 1 if you think we're going to just parabolically move upwards. A 2 if you're going to get a pump and dump. And a 3 would be a fake out to the upside, so some sort of pump, and then a crash, like a big crash, like down to 31.8. 31.8. Are we going to get a crash? Are we going to get a pump and dump too? Or are we going to get a pump it up, like Big Papa Pump, man? Let me know what you guys think. I'm in the forest sideways. Forest sideways. I'm going to go with a pump it up. Just like you guys have smashed those like buttons. You've pumped those like buttons all the way to the sky today. 55K, then 37. Oh, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. You hold I and J long term. I do not hold any I and J. So my opinion on I and J is not biased at all. It is simply the fact that it has moved massively since the start of this bull run. Okay? Massive move. I did buy some Caspa. I did buy some more Caspa down here around 9 cents. 9.8 cents. Okay? Now, what other altcoins would you guys like me to look at? We got 7 minutes here before I take off, but we're here every single day, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week, guys, next week, Monday, we are going to be on Trading Wars. Trading Wars. Alex O Crypto is going on Trading Wars. We'll let you know in the Discord. So join us in the free Discord. But we're going to be on Trading Wars. Hopefully, showing them some tricks of the trade. I believe ARB is climbing back up. So let's go take a look at ARB for you, my friend. And APT. ARB and APT. Aptos. And ARB Arbitrum. So, price discovery. We've talked about price discovery on this channel at nauseum, okay? Fib extensions, all that good stuff. Look at this. Support and resistance. We're always looking for it to come back and retest the highs as support, okay? So it did that, and then it really did that, and now we've gotten that V-shaped recovery. Very similar to a lot of the other alts, okay? So they seem to be trailing Bitcoin is what it's telling me. It's saying, hey, Bitcoin pushed up. We got the dump yesterday. Now we've gotten the V-shaped recovery. We're back in action. Okay, so we pull the volume across here. We'll take a look. We'll see where we're at. We're above the point of control. And then for me, ARB looks quite choppy. So for me, it's hard to trade these choppy things, especially when Bitcoin's being choppy. You can imagine how it ripple effects on altcoins. So move up. Great to see support and resistance. I'm going to move this one up a little bit here, okay? Then I'm going to pull a fib from the swing low to the swing high to see if it lines up with this area. And it is a bit lower, so I'm going to look for a 0.5 retracement if it does come back down to this area. So this is my line in the sand where if we do fall back down because we need to cool off a little bit, we are only at 47,150 right now, guys. We have pushed up a little bit. We are flagging, okay? So ARB is looking to continue its way upwards, okay? It's touching on this key level of resistance. We'll adjust this ever so slightly here because we've had more confluence that way. So don't ever be afraid to deviate from what your eyes see. So you can see that you've had respect here along this level of resistance. So we've come up, we've touched it. We look for the continuation. So either go off your 382 here, which is at $1.75, or you can wait for a full on retracement at $1.72. Right now, you can see we're very overbought on the longer term time frames. I'm sure, the daily is overbought. The 12 is You got an 8-hour trigger. Okay. 6-hour trigger, 4-hour double bottom. There's your signal. Okay, so to me, we look for the crossover of the 0 line. So we go to 3-hour. Okay, we got a crossover on the 3-hour. So between the 3-hour and the 4-hour, I would alternate. So you can see here, big exhaustion wick on Arbitrum. So we look for this to hold the 0 line and continue upwards. Or we look at the 4-hour for a continued push here and a crossover of the 0 line, okay? You can see the VWAP is actually posturing sideways, which could indicate that we are going to cool off quite a bit right now. So you can see we did get a move on the stochastic separation and push to the upside, double bottom, push to the upside. So we want to see the 4-hour crack the 0 line for that continuation. Most likely expect a retrace to around the 382 and a continuation upwards. And then your key level of resistance is right where we touched just now, is at $1.85. So beautiful, beautiful recovery on Arbitrum. Look for that continuation, but a little bit of a pullback and then more upside. Now we're going to look at, what was it? APT? Yeah, APT in the place to be. Thank you for asking, APT. Aptos, man. Aptos. Toast to you for asking about Aptos. So the big sell-off, okay, very similar thing. Coming back to retest highs, very similar thing. Okay, so with Aptos, we want to be cautious here. This is a fresh chart, so let's mark it out. Let's mark it out. So we have our volume here, support and resistance. Mark out our support. Mark out our highs and our support here on volume. Okay, you don't want to lose this level. This level is key, so we'll mark that red. Okay. Now we want to go back in time. If I could turn back time. Oh, we're having too much fun today. We're having too much fun today. So that lines up perfectly right here with this previous support. We can pull the volume across here. Take a look back in time. Point of control. Okay, that matches up all very nicely. So don't forget to go back in time and use some volume profiles. Look at support and resistance from previous ranges. Then bring yourself back over to where price action is right now. And we can match up those levels so that it gives us better confluence when we're looking at things in the shorter term time frames. But make sure to draw on previous history to give yourself more accuracy when you're pulling your levels, okay? So you want to hold $8.10. You want to get above $9.20, and you want to break out at $10.38. You've had some attempts, however, you haven't been able to, but right now, V-shaped recovery, okay? Same thing. V-shaped recovery, you want to see it get up and retest this $9.20 and hopefully break through, okay? But right now, nice recovery. Look for it to hold this level right above us here, which is right around $8.58. You can go down into the nitty-gritty. Take a look at that. And this has been a good move. You're already up 13%. So look for it to hold this area here and try to continue to make higher lows, okay? You can see the higher lows being made. You want to see it push, and you want to see it get above this $9.20. Your key level of support is going to initially be $8.58, but your main one, you do not want to lose it, is this $8.14. And look to trade this range, right? And then you're looking for this to eventually follow Bitcoin on the breakout and flip this to support and carry up on its merry way. So hope that helps you with APT. Just make sure to use good risk management and protect yourselves, okay? Aptos. Aptos. You ever download that Samsung Apto? Woo! Well, that was a good session, guys. Thank you so much for being here, man. All you guys, Steve H says pump and dump. So we got, if I had a superpower, what would you guys want? Rocker-powered roller skates. Shoot BTC out of the fingertips, just like coins. Utterly swimming powers. You guys don't want no utterly swimming powers. Utterly fantastic. Or being kind is my superpower. Well, join us in the free Discord. We were very, very, very kind and a little bit goofy, and we like to have fun, and we're just normal people trying to help people, right? So make sure to join us in the free Discord. Link is in the description below. We're here Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. But tomorrow, guys, I'm going golfing. So I'm going to do a live stream around 3:30. Maybe I just do an update video. So tomorrow, either I do a live stream tomorrow or I do an update video. So I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm gonna put a little bit of a poll in the Discord. I like rocket powered roller skates. I mean, we always talk about roller skates here. Somehow we talk about climbing mountains and roller skates and how it would be quite difficult on the way up and quite swift on the way down. Oh, man. God bless every single one of you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for your support and being here with me today. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, even in my Canadian tuxedo here. Much love to every single one of you. God bless. Let's have a little dance. Otter gang, gang. Much love to every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Much love. And bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, that of low casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios, taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pants full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame, with a lot of hate. Get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, that of low casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios, taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got